Hello. So today I'm going to be reviewing Deadpool and Wolverine. I saw this movie a couple of weeks ago. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Kaylee, it's been a hot minute since you've posted a video. Why is that? Well, truth is, my mom said my videos are boring, so I had to reevaluate how I make my videos. I have decided to change nothing and to continue being boring. So, hope you enjoy this. We'll see how well I remember the plot of this movie. I was really excited for Deadpool and Wolverine because I like the Deadpool movies. Oh, we're working on a blanket today. Oh, it's coming up kind of cute. I am impressed with myself. This could also make like a cute little sweater if I knew how to do that. But I don't feel like making a sweater right now, so we're not gonna do it. Okay, I was excited for this movie because I like the Deadpool movies. I think they're good. I mean, at the very least, they're entertaining. So, and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, I guess, are buddies. So, like, you go into the movie and you're like, this is probably gonna be fun because they're making a movie together and they're friends. So, I think overall, the movie's very entertaining. It's designed to be that way. The pacing was a little bit off because I feel like most of the movie is spent being like, hey, when's the plot gonna start? And then the plot never starts, which is fine. Like, you just kind of have to realize that. So my biggest grievance with the movie is that it doesn't feel like there's a very cohesive, overarching plot. It just kind of feels like, oh, we're here and then we're there. And you kind of feel like a little bit frustrated at the timing of everything. And I also felt like some of Deadpool's like character arc was just kind of going backwards. Like, I think that he made a lot of character development in the first two movies, and then they just kind of abandoned that in the third, which I guess is fine. I guess it makes sense, but like, Okay, so action scenes were good. A lot of gratuitous violence, a lot of irreverence. Irreverence? I don't know. And everything that you would expect for a Deadpool movie. So like all of that is good, I guess. And yeah, does my hair look better with these clips in? Please let me know. I'm having an odd hair day. It's just like more of a who's to say what kind of hair day I'm having? Oh, well, that looks terrible. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed the film. I will say, as I was leaving, there was like a grown man with like his like 5-year-old daughter. Like, there are two like 5-year-old girls, and they were like dressed up like princesses. And I'm like, you sat through this whole movie? Like, what? That was ridiculous because it was very inappropriate. Okay, so anyway, the plot of the movie. Do I remember it correctly? Well, maybe. Okay, so like Deadpool wants to be a hero. He tries to join the Avengers. They don't let him in. And then he's like depressed about it. And then like he and his girlfriend break up, which is stupid because she's like, you gotta figure yourself out. Like, do you want to be a hero? Do you not want to be a hero? I didn't really get that bit. And then like he gets hired by the TVA, which is part of the Loki show, and I honestly didn't get that into Loki, so if that means I have bad taste, so what? So anyway, he like goes to work for them, and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna kill everyone in your timeline because your timeline's dying, and we're gonna drop a time bomb that's gonna destroy your universe. And he's like, what? Don't do that, that's rude. And so apparently it's because Wolverine died and now there's no point to the universe, which, fair. If Hugh Jackman died, there would be no point to my universe either. I mean, most people associate Hugh Jackman with being the Wolverine. I personally associate Hugh Jackman with his performance in Oklahoma from like 1997. That soundtrack, listening to him sing, that got me through so much. He has such a beautiful voice. I don't know what I would do without that soundtrack. Anyway, so I don't know, Deadpool ends up finding like an alternate universe as Wolverine who's like really sad and depressed, more sad and depressed than your standard Wolverine. And then they like try to save his Deadpool's timeline, but then they get stuck in like the wastelands, I guess. Another Loki thing, and then they fight some like Charles Xavier's sister, all while fighting their own inner demons. It's very touching. I don't know. I was getting lost because I personally am like not as invested in Marvel anymore, so I was like, I don't really know what's going on. And they even bring that up in the movie. Like Ryan Reynolds makes so many references, like, aren't we tired of the multiverse? Hasn't Marvel kind of gone downhill? Which is true. It kind of has gone downhill. There were some really good cameos in the movie. I have a feeling that the 3 people who are watching this video are going to end up like actually wanting to see the movie, so I won't spoil all the cameos, but Dad would be very happy with one of the cameos. And yeah, it was definitely a movie that was made for fans. Like, I feel like the movie was very obsessed with itself. Oh wait, no, I was giving the summary. I need to focus. Oh yeah, so they defeat the girl who's Xavier's sister. Do they defeat her? I think they do. And then they get back to Deadpool's universe, and then they fight a bunch of other Deadpools. I forget how they got there or why they were there. Weird. Okay, so they fight and I guess try to kill a bunch of Deadpools, but you can't really kill a Deadpool. And then the movie, like at the end, there's like that time bomb that's going to destroy their whole universe. And Matthew McFadden is like, you need to connect the positive and the negative ends, but whoever's connecting them is going to die because it'll kill you for good. And they're like, yeah, but we just regenerate. And they're like, Matthew McFadden is like, no, it's going to like kill you past the point of regeneration. So then like Deadpool goes in and he's sacrificing himself, but he can't reach the other end. And then Wolverine comes in. They hold hands together and connect the machines to save the day. And one thing I do really love about this movie is that in the spirit of tradition being always finding any excuse to get Hugh Jackman without a shirt on, as they're holding hands and connecting the 2 machines, Hugh Jackman's shirt explodes and you just see his abs, and it's like, good job. So yeah, world was saved, and they're like, oh my gosh, Deadpool and Wolverine are dead, that's so sad. And then Deadpool and Wolverine come out and they're like, yeah, well, because the 2 of us sacrificed ourselves together, it couldn't kill both of us, so now we're both alive, hee hee hee. And that's like the end of the movie. Yeah, overall it was enjoyable. I think it was good. I do think like when a movie is obsessed with itself, it kind of has the potential to like just not be as good because the writers forget that you have to like write an overarching story. And I felt like the plot was lost a lot at times in this movie to just kind of be like, look at all these actors that we got to reprise their roles. Isn't that so exciting? Isn't this so fun? Look at, it's Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman on screen together. Isn't that nice? And like, those moments are nice, but at the same time, like, you spend a lot of the movie being frustrated because you're like, can't we just get to the freaking point? But I'm also an impatient person who's getting older and more cynical, so I guess that's just, it's just who I am now. I'm just a crotchety old woman crocheting and making really bad YouTube movie reviews, so say whatever you want, I don't really care. I enjoyed the movie. I think that if people like Deadpool, they will also enjoy the movie. And yeah, I hope you have a nice rest of your night or morning if you're watching this in the morning. Yeah, all right, love you. To my friends, not any stranger who's watching this. Okay, bye.